Hi guys, welcome back. So I binged all of Cobra Kai season 3 yesterday when it came out. And now I'm here to talk about it. This is gonna be my review. I'm planning on doing a spoiler review. I'm probably gonna make that a separate video. Maybe I might add it at the end. I don't know. But nevertheless, I have a lot to talk about this season because this season is insane. Now, out of the gate, the first thing I have to say is that the relationship between Johnny and Daniel, that continues to be the best part of this show. That's the heart of it. Their storylines and where they go and how they continue to grow individually and how they kind of come together in some ways, it's very, very much, you know, the thing that keeps me coming back to this show. It's very wholesome in a lot of ways. It's very lovable kind of ways. It's very funny in definitely a lot of ways. And I actually do love that this show, they don't just ignore the craziness of season 2, because season 2 was very crazy. Season 2 really went into some West Side Story kung fu hustle stuff there. It was a full-on karate gang war, and I was surprised and pleasantly surprised really that at the beginning of this season they addressed how crazy that whole thing was. They outright say it was a karate gang war. And, you know, I actually appreciate them actually going all the way and saying, hey, we realize this, you know? Does that mean things kind of calm down from there? Well, not while Kreese is around. Kreese ain't gonna let nothing calm down. Kreese is always up here. Anytime Kreese is on screen, he just oozes just extra. He's extra about everything. He's insane. Every other character in this thing, you know, besides maybe Johnny and Daniel, you know, their rivalry is how this show kind of started anyway, but they kind of settled down after a while. They realized they're just both trying to do simple things in life, just trying to make their way through, you know, life in general. But Kreese comes in and he's like, nah, man, nah.
Peace was never an option.
And he continues to escalate this entire situation above and beyond, which you think even would be in his own best interest. And that's to me get into some of the things. I'm not going to spoil anything, but that kind of gets me to some of the things I feel kind of like I don't know how I feel about in this season. Is that one, I don't understand Kreese's objective in this season. You know, in the past season, in season 2, it made sense. His whole goal was to reclaim Cobra Kai, you know, by pulling it underneath Johnny's feet. But in this season, he has Cobra Kai. And so now he's kind of amassing more people. He's training them more in the way in which he used to train them back in the day. But he does certain power moves, certain things within this community that I don't get why he does it. I don't get his end goal, if there is a end goal. They also give Kreese some backstory of like how he kind of became the cold-hearted man that he is. And I liked those segments very much. I do feel that they were so serious that they kind of clashed with the goofy tones of the present day stuff. But I liked it. It still didn't explain what Kreese's end goal was though. Another thing that I had the issue with is most of the kid stuff. Their entire arc this season is just their rivalry between, you know, Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai. That's all their characters do this entire time. They have no other things going on. Like Daniel and Johnny, yeah, they still butt heads, but they have other things going on in their lives too that kind of draws away from that and actually builds upon their relationship as well. But the kids, they wake up and breathe just this gang war between these two karate dojos all the time, and none of them make good decisions. Not the Miyagi-Do ones, not the Cobra Kai ones. All they do is escalate stuff and just make it worse. Especially, you know, the character of Sam, you know, Daniel's daughter, she was starting to annoy me for a little bit in the first couple episodes of this season. She started kind of lessen towards the end, but they were just doing things that just it was frustrating. And the one I really did not like the most was the story arc with Robbie, Johnny's son, because, you know, if you remember, he is the one that put Miguel in the hospital at the end of season 2, you know, and you think that, okay, this is going to be interesting. Where is this going to go? He's on the run. What's going to happen with that? And how it unfolds ultimately, it just kind of was frustrating, you know. I feel like, I understand they try to, you give a lot of leeway here because a lot of the stupid decisions they make, you could try to pass off as, well, they're teenagers. But the decisions Robbie makes in this season, I just have to say, you know better. Come on, man. Like, it just didn't make sense to me. Going back to things I like, again, I really do admire this show for a lot of the things they do, especially them able to get back people from 30 years ago. No matter how big or small the part was, they're able to somehow find these actors somewhere, bring them to this show and go like, hey, remember this guy? And people that you wouldn't even probably care about, but just for the fact they put in through the effort to bring that person here makes me appreciate they did it. But yeah, in the end, I enjoyed this season. I think that the things that they did good was really good. The things that were kind of, silly was really silly. And the things that frustrated me really frustrated me. But ultimately, had a good time. If you've been watching Cobra Kai, what do you think of this season? Are you going to watch this season? Let me know. I'm going to try to have a spoiler review up soon. But yeah, that's it. Until next time, take care.